It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. from the 50. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, baby.
2nd and 4. Again, Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Well, the Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. Room here to run. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 38, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
on first down, Justin Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Running on first down, Eckler. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Allen's got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Again, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Herbert on first down now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Up the middle with Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play a little aggressive, baby. All right, who got him? I got you, baby.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
On first down, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Fields on third down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On first down, Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Herbert back to the air. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 29, Herbert able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Boy, shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Fields. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, 57 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The Bears offense ready to get going again. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Herbert to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. being checked. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
We can't have that.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On second down, Eckler. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next raid could bring him down. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's caught. Touchdown! Mike Williams on a touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Foreman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry for Foreman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Again, it's Foreman. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. To throw is Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down and 2. Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Komet. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Fields on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on second down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On third down, Herbert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Santos' kick is up and through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert now. Flushed out right. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. A shotgun snap, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.